Hello, good day, and good health to you. Today, going to be discussing a very important subject that of comedy, laughter, joy, happiness, and how vital that is for health and positivity. And I'm going to be sharing a very good source of comedy, that being a channel called Drybar, which is a very clean comedy platform. They don't do what some people call blue comedy, using what some call foul language or subjects. So it's very family friendly. In fact, it's helped me bond with my family because my parents are much more conservative in their tastes than I am, and I've tried sharing some of my more edgy comedian favorites with them, which they did not like at all. But they like a lot of the ones on Drybar that we've seen so far. And honestly, I've only seen a fraction of what they offer. They have so many comedians who appear on here. We've watched maybe a dozen to 15 of them, but there's so many more. And honestly, I'm sharing it because they're mostly really good. Only a couple of them that I've seen I didn't really vibe with, didn't really like so much, but really most of them are really very talented and funny comedians. Now, of course, everyone's taste is slightly different, so some people will like more than others, some people will not like it so much. That's fine. Again, it's part of the diverse background of creation, and that we all have our own points of view and perspectives. So that's fine. But for me personally, I have a very broad sense of humor. Nothing really offends me. No topics are off limit, but I understand some people are very sensitive to certain topics and language. But so this caters very well to everyone, really. So again, I'll leave a link below so you can see the channel and connect to it right away if you're not already familiar with it. I believe it's called Drybar because it is a non-alcoholic venue. There may be more to it than that, but it's based out of Utah, so a little bit more of a conservative environment. But again, with the internet, it's not necessarily limited to there anymore, and plenty of people come through there from all different places. And now wherever you are, you can have access to this great quality content. And laughter and joy is so important. Being in a positive state, it elevates your frequency, your vibration to a higher state of being, and it's really quite powerful and transformative. There's a common saying that laughter is the best medicine. It really is very good medicine. Best is relative, of course, but it's really powerful and positive. And there can be a negative aspect to comedy as well, in terms of some of it is making fun of other people or ideas, and that can come from a place of ignorance or negative definitions for things. But it can also come from a really positive place. Literally, making light or making fun is obviously, by definition, more positive than making, war or being pessimistic or negative. So, again, like all things, it's different things depending on your perspective and point of view. So, but generally speaking, comedy is a very positive thing. And again, laughter can very much heal, and not only heal, it can unite, as it has done for me in terms of bonding with my parents, who we've had everyone has their differences and similarities. So there's infinite unity and division creation. So this kind of gets you more vibrating more synchronously and higher levels of consciousness and higher states of being. So that's why it's such a powerful tool, laughter and comedy. And I've even heard from many sources that if there is a certain number of people, a relatively low number compared to the general, population of billions, but if there's just a number such as, I've heard 144,000 people, if they are all laughing and vibrating in a higher state of being, that can fundamentally shift and transform the entire population, just sort of as a tipping point for positivity. So, the more you laugh and the happier you are, the more joyful you are, it really has a cascade, a ripple effect for everyone. Now, of course, it's up to individuals to shift their own state of being and do that themselves. But There's what some call the cosmic giggle, which is where, yeah, you're vibrating at a higher state of being. You're laughing. You're seeing everything as, a great, cosmic joke, or, is fundamentally humorous, ridiculous, entertaining. It's a much more positive state of being than much more pessimistic, negative state of being, which is where some people are. That's fine, not to judge. That's the infinite diversity of creation. So, but it's all about, what would you choose? What do you prefer? Do you prefer being in a more ho-hum, depressed state, or a more lively, energetic, joyous state being? That's what laughter and comedy can do. So, I feel it's a very useful tool in any conditions, but especially during conditions when a lot of people are creating negative definitions and suffering and struggle and strife and suppression, isolation, division, all those things. This is an incredibly useful, beneficial thing. So I feel it's helped me. And again, I am not paid by any means for these videos, or by Drybar website or group, company, whatever you want to say. I'm not being paid at all. I'm simply sharing what really works for me, and I know it was working for others. I see really great positive comments and support for the comedians, and that's how it is. What you put out is what you get back. So if you're putting out levity, happiness, joy for others, then you're most of the time going to get that back. There are always exceptions. Some people are just, again, by nature more negative than others, but we all have positivity, negativity, and neutrality all within us, and within everything in existence. So it's all about what you focus on, and what you put out, and what you create, what you do. So this doesn't have to be a very lengthy video, just sharing a simple website. I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you haven't already, of course, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be sharing many more things. I've already shared many things which are very useful to me, products and content, media. So I'm not going to be stopping, even though I'm not being paid as of yet for this. I'm just, doing my part, sharing what I can for others this way. And it's relatively easy. And I encourage you to do that as well. How we all grow together. We're all serving each other and ourselves at the same time, to different degrees. And I appreciate you watching. Please share it with others if you benefit from this as well. And until next time, infinite love, light, happiness, joy, peace, and all that good stuff.